I'm going to talk some news headlines, talk a little bit about January 6th, very little, and I'm going to talk some news from Palestine. What else would I want to talk about? I think there's a video from Joe Biden I want to show y'all. And yeah, just a couple things, and then I'm going to talk about all the games I beat in 2024. I think I beat about 35 to 36-ish games. Some were multiple of the same game, so I guess like 32. But I guess first I'll start off, today is January 6th, guys, and I couldn't care less about the liberal tears about the insurrection or whatnot, because guys, like, that, there's so much horrible stuff going on, man. The proxy war in Ukraine, the genocide in Palestine, and homelessness numbers are up. Police brutality, killings, those numbers are up. Cop cities are being built left and right. So a lot of horrible stuff going on, guys. I couldn't care less about January 6th, but I just want to say, like, guys, that was a police, FBI psyop. The police were the aggressors, and like, dude, like blocks away, guys, there was like a Black Lives Matter protest, and police were cracking heads just nearby, right? But like the police just opened the barricades at Capitol Hill, and just let the people walk right in, man. Just let them take selfies, and there was like a dozen guys with earpieces, man. The FBI has been on camera saying that, yeah, we were there that day. We were undercover. And guys, if you just want to Google, one of many people, if you just want to Google Ray Epps, guys, this guy is like an FBI informant, or he's on the payroll or something, because there's video of him instigating, like, all right, guys, we're going to do this. We're going to march at this time. We're going to storm the Capitol at this time. And you can see him whispering into people's ears, and super shady guy, guys. But yeah, that's all I want to spend about January 6th, guys. Yeah, so there's so much more horrible stuff happening. So January 6th, FBI psyop. Just wanted to say that. Don't want to spend much time. So, but I do want to talk about the first news headline for today. Let's talk about Jimmy Carter, guys. Jimmy Carter passed away, but you know what I gotta say? Smallest violin right here. You hear that? Because Jimmy Carter, breaking news, he is a war criminal, which is pretty much every United States president, mass murderer. And if you guys are new to my channel, you're like, dude, you're being harsh, man. No, he's a war criminal. He kept the United States war machine firing on all cylinders. Now, when he left office, he tried to shine up his image a little bit. He did say good things about apartheid Israel. He spoke up for Palestinians. I don't think this article also talks about how, check it out. Well, let's just read it. Jimmy Carter is a liberal saint now, was a war criminal then. So definitely support this YouTube channel here, guys, to go more in depth. But Jimmy Carter, as ex-president, has built homes for the poor, brokered peace agreements, overseen elections, engaged in humanitarian acts without fail. He never cashed in like most ex-presidents do with huge media deals or constant PR appearances. Good for him, right? And like I said, he did speak up for the Palestinian people. However, when it came to engaging with the world during his one-term presidency, he was a war criminal. Africa, Asia, Latin America, Carter created violent programs, aided terrorists, and contributed to death and destruction at a high level. His stewardship over the empire is also instructive in the ways of liberal militarism and imperialism. So, Henry Kissinger, war criminal wannabe, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, Brzezinski. He put him in charge of foreign policy, and bloodthirsty guy, guys. So first off, Indonesia and East Timor. So in the mid-60s, guys, the U.S. armed the right-wing military in Indonesia. They trained all the soldiers, and minimum, guys, I'm talking minimum 500,000 innocent people slaughtered, made disappeared, tortured, and it goes as high as a million, maybe 1.5 million, Just read the Jakarta Method, guys. That is a real eye-opening book right there. It goes really in depth. But there would be rivers, lakes full of dead bodies, guys. They did that because Indonesia had the most populated, the most communist. It's the KPI at the time, and guys, I'm not a communist, and I don't read theory, but it's like communists get in the way of corporate profits, right? So the U.S. had to go in there and wipe them all out. It's really sickening stuff, guys. Especially the things they did as far as torture to those people. But that was the mid '60s. Now, in East Timor, it's like a small stretch of islands out there, and we slaughtered tens of thousands in ex-Portuguese colony it sought to annex. The Carter administration provided heavy support, military, financial, diplomatic, to Jakarta. Indonesian troops in East Timor were armed roughly 90% with our equipment, the Department of State acknowledged. As they ran out of military material with their escalating operations, Carter authorized additional arms sales of $112 million in 1978. And the VP visited Jakarta to announce new arms sales. And throughout this, the Carter administration denied that the situation in East Timor was dangerous. Guys, they wanted to colonize that place. Tens of thousands slaughtered. And that's a lower number than what they did in Indonesia just because it's less populated. We can go on, guys. Angola, South Africa. They wanted to fight against the Marxist government in Angola. So, of course, we sent military equipment, funds to the right-wing government, guys. Battles that included air attacks, raids on refugee camps, and a massacre at Kasinga in 1978, in which forces backed by the U.S. killed 800 people. Now, it also goes a little... I won't get into Vietnam too much because I think LBJ Nixon kind of did most of the dirty there. So let's skip over to Nicaragua and the Contras. This is mostly Ronald Reagan, guys. But, guys, the Somoza dictatorship had been ruling there for decades, supported by the U.S. They had the boot on the working class, the poor people there, had the boot on their throats, guys, for decades. And the Sandinista revolution wanted him out, and they were making huge strides, right? And once they took over, man, and the Sandinistas were receiving aid from other socialist states, Carter authorized the CIA to support resistance forces in Nicaragua. The genesis of the Contras, guys. Because once Reagan got in office, man, he was trading drugs, money, arms with right-wingers, the Contras, to try and get back Nicaragua from the Sandinistas, right? So he had a hand in that. He handed the keys to Reagan, guys. And this article also talks about what he did in Iraq, Afghanistan, and the Mujahideen, and right-wing zealots over there, guys. So it goes on. I'll let you guys Google this. You can just go Google Jimmy Carter imperialism, Jimmy Carter liberal saint. So, excuse me. And I think that's all I want to read with this article, guys. I just told you about Ray Epps. Please Google him. Next news article. So there's been some more reports that you guys remember Israel. So they lied about the beheaded babies. That was debunked within 48 hours of October 7th, right? And then they were starting to talk about, mass rapes, man. And then they were throwing more babies in ovens. But I wouldn't say a lot of people, but you know the real ones. We were calling this out day one, guys. And so let's see. A little report leaked out recently. Let's see. What part was this? So about these investigations, guys. They're called led the Security Cases Division at the Southern District Prosecutor's Office in Israel. A member of Team 710, they were responsible for cases involving captured Palestinians in connection with the October 7th attacks. On investigations related to sexual violence, Moran Gaz, she says, in the end, we don't have any complaints. What was presented in the media compared to what will eventually come together will be entirely different, okay? I just want to point out that the Electric Intifada guys, sub to their Spotify, their YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. These guys are killing it. They were debunking these mass rape lies every day, man. They were coming out with videos all the time. And look at them, man. These guys are still killing it. Every day, they're debunking Israeli lies, guys. And they do excellent work, guys. Those mass rapes, guys. 0 rape kits were taken. They talk about that. They have 0 evidence, Israel. So it's like, guys, they can't just go in to Gaza and Palestine and start mass killing people, mass murdering people, right? They have to get our consent. And of course, that's why they have to say, like, oh, beheaded babies, mass rapes. Yeah, dude, okay, yeah. Give us your tax dollars, U.S. citizens. We got to go in there. Billions, guys. Billions of dollars. I think we're up to $15 billion in a year and a half since October 7th of, 2023. So, man. So I just wanted to bring that to light, guys. And tell your friends, family that are like, well, rape isn't freedom. Like Hamas, like they just did rape that day. And, yeah, whatever. So let them know, guys. Show them. Go to Electric Intifada. Copy and paste some videos. Send it to friends that are just putting their heads in the sand. Okay. Now, the next news article I want to read is. So I just said 15 billion, right? Well, looky here, guys. White House to approve massive weapons sale to Israel. And before President Joe Biden leaves office, he will approve one more massive arms sale to Israel. The $8 billion sale of missiles and artillery shells comes as human rights groups have labeled Israel's war in Gaza a genocide. Guys, it's not, I think we're up to what, 45,000? But it's like, if you Google the Lancet study says it's about 186,000 killed. Murdered. So there's a famine going on. Men, women, and children, babies are freezing to death right now. And this article goes on, guys, but I'm not going to get too in depth. It speaks for itself, guys. The sale includes air-to-air missiles, Hellfire missiles, artillery rounds, small diameter bombs, 500-pound bombs, and this is after dropping hundreds and hundreds of bunker buster bombs. 2,000-pound bomb, guys. These bombs have like an air radius of 300 feet, and they've been dropping them for a year and a half straight in one of the most densely populated places in the world. So they're dropping unguided bombs. They're dropping smaller unguided bombs, which have an air radius of 100 feet. I did a video on this on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. But, so, you guys, my friend, let me get a extra bulla. My friend Extra Bulla, my friend Warren over here, he had a show. He did a show today. If you guys want to help support Indie Media right here, he did a show today. Where is it? Live show. Yeah, streamed 4 hours ago. He goes a little deeper than what I did as far as the $8 billion weapons sale, and he talks about, I think it was 88 Palestinians killed, murdered in 24 hours, you know. So definitely support Warren, guys. He's on Twitter. And yeah, sub to his YouTube, guys. Support Indie Media. Channels like him and me, guys, we're shadow banned. We're not going to get out into the algorithm. that those recommended photos. No, it's only by word of mouth or if you follow already. That's the only way we get the word out there. So one more thing I want to show y'all. This is pretty funny, guys. Pretty funny stuff right here. It's actually sad. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I was laughing. This guy is just. Check this video out, man. This is Hotspot. Check out Nico House. He does great work. Great voice in indie media, guys. So let's play this video.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Oh my goodness, Doug. Oh my God. Guys, this guy, maybe like 6 years ago and before that, he was pretty sharp-ish. But like the past 6 years, the past 4 years, steep mental decline, guys. And a lot of us saw it right when he was elected. He's like, dude, this guy doesn't know where he is. This guy is demented. But he's a fucking this shit about Trump's the lesser Biden Democrats are the lesser evil has to stop, guys. I can't be nice about this shit anymore. Biden's a racist, rapist, war criminal. And now he's a genocidal fucking maniac, man. Like, you can't stop it. Trump is not. Biden and Trump are the same person. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. Like, genocide, Holocaust. That's like, what is worse than that? They just blew that fucking shit out of the water. Like, Trump, he's more evil, but it's like, what's worse than a genocide, guys? Like, you guys voted for that. And I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. Like, I don't know what to say about that. So, I guess you can call me on boat shaming, but it's like, it's enough, guys. They don't care about women's trans rights. Obviously, they're wiping out everybody. Any religion. A genocide is anything and everything, turning them to dust, guys. You can be gay, straight, white, black, trans, like, wiping them out, guys. It's because there's trillions of dollars to be made there, guys. Trump, Kamala Harris, Biden, the politicians, they are fucking like, yeah, dude, fucking, we're gonna carve that motherfucker up. Oil and gas, real estate, we're gonna colonize that shit. Like, I don't know, like, I guess they think, like, I mean, there are terrorists there, man. It's just war, dude. What can you do, man? But I mean, I bet maybe some do know deep down, but that's a topic for another day, guys. So, and, I didn't get to, there was an article I wanted to read. Homelessness up 18%, but I'll save this for a different video, guys. So, so it's like not just a genocide the Democrats are doing. The proxy war in Ukraine. Homelessness is up. What are they doing, guys? What have the Democrats done? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you anymore, man. I'm just like crazy.